says, how do we attract jobs? Do we use bait? And that bait being the what Representative Simpson refers to as the corporate welfare in the governor's office.
I think we offer them a free politician to use as a piñata. I'm just kidding, guys. Don't get upset now. It's just a joke. No, I don't think we need to give corporate welfare, but there are a lot of things we can do. You look at the way the taxes are. When I built my funeral home, one of the things they did, they assessed me about 50% more than what it cost me to build the funeral home. So what they're doing is they come out and they beat us over the head with a big tax bill. What I'd like to do is, I would like to go to the counties and to the cities, the economic development committees, and say, look, what can you offer? What's something that you can say, okay, we'll reduce your taxes a little bit here. If you'll come in and take this rundown motel and you refurbish it, and we know they're an eyesore, a lot of things like that around the state, and they refurbish it on their own dollar, we give them a little bit of a tax break, because face it, we're not getting anything from them now. So if we let that company come in here, open that up, turn it into something that's not an eyesore, something that's a moneymaker, now we've got revenue going in the pot from something we didn't have before. And now we're going to have something that's going to be a source, it's going to be a long-term source. So I think what we have to do is we have to be business friendly to start with. We don't want to, hey, I don't want to do corporate welfare. And I've seen economic committees that they give money. In my area, there's several of them that they gave money 3 and 4 times, and these people went out of business. So your tax dollars were wasted. I don't want to see that. I want to see people who have something to put in. They have an expense to come here. You know, a big company is going to up and bring a big corporation here to put our kids to work. They're going to spend a lot of money. And I'm not opposed to saying, okay, you're going to spend that money, we'll do our part. We'll give you a tax break for X amount of time. Then you're going to start paying your full tax on that. That's what I would do. Thank you.
David?
I believe the best way to attract businesses is to get government out of the way, to have low regulations, have a broad-based, low tax, and to really limit government. Who is going to pay the $18 trillion of federal debt back? There's no plan to do that. And we are increasing our own debt here in this state. And that's one of the reasons why I've opposed the increase in spending year after year in our state budget. We've got to say no. We have to live within our means like we do when we make decisions around our kitchen table. But it's going to take saying no. And I've said no to corporate welfare every chance I could get. Even beginning my first session when my political consultant, not consultant, a volunteer, Ryan Malden, many of you know, said don't do it. But it is an issue now, and they talk about it now. We've got to shine a light on it. Government should not pick winners and losers. And there was an amendment in this budget that I opposed, not only the budget, but the amendment. Representative Otto brought an amendment to his amendment right off the bat. And it was for more corporate welfare. I believe it was for film and music marketing. I opposed it. I'm the only one, to use someone else's language, to oppose it. We have got to stand against the increase of government spending. We've got to focus on simply when you harm your neighbor. Provide a level playing field with justice and get out of the way. It's individuals, families, and businesses that have made this country great. It's not big government. Big government is going to ruin this nation. And it's going to take people of courage and guts to stand up and oppose the spending.
There's a magazine called Site Selection Magazine, and they keep track of when businesses go from one state to another, or when they choose where they're going to put their new business. And the good news is Texas is doing well. Some of us recall back in 2011, it was a tough budget year, the money was tight, and so all the big states were looking at shortfalls, and Illinois and California, all those big states raised taxes. In the state of Illinois, they raised their corporate income tax and their personal income tax And you may remember Governor Perry, he then wrote letters to all these big companies in those states saying, hey, Illinois, they're raising your taxes, come to Texas. We're not going to do that to you here. And you know, it worked. Caterpillar has moved a bunch of their operations here. Toyota has left California to come here. What we're doing is working. Now, we've got a long way to go, but what Texas is doing is working. People are moving here because this is where the jobs are. This is where the opportunities are. Yeah, many of us have been to California. It's a beautiful place, wonderful climate, really nice people. But the politicians there have about ruined California with taxes and with regulations. So we've got to keep doing what we've been doing. For economic development, let's be smart about it. If we can offer a tax break or an incentive to a company that's going to come and they're going to provide real jobs, we should do that. How many of us know that a good job is better than any government program we could think of? We know those jobs are what we're looking for. And so yes, let's don't be stupid about it. Let's don't throw money away. Let's don't do crony capitalism or corporate welfare. But if there's a way that we can use tax incentives and enterprise zones, any of those tools to encourage those companies to come here and hire people and build, we should do it. We should keep doing what we're doing because right now we're winning. Jobs are coming here. Let's just keep doing it.
Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen.